Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today's lesson is from Surah 38, verses 49 to 54. Let us ponder over the verses. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Haza zikr wa inna lil muttaqina la husna ma'ab. Jannati adnim mufattahatan lahumul abwab. متكين فيها يدعون فيها بفاكهة كثيرة وشراب وعندهم كاسرات الطرف أتراب هذا ما توعدون ليوم الحساب إن هذا لرزقنا ما له من نفاد صدق الله العظيم. Translation. Haza zikr. This is a reminder. That means the Quran. Wa inna lil muttaqina la husna ma'ab. Wa inna lil muttaqina. Lo, for the pious, la husna ma'ab, a goodly return. Jannatin adnin, gardens of Eden. Mufattahatan lahum abwab. Mufatta lahum, will be open for them. Abwab, the doors, that is the doors of Garden of Eden. Muttaqina fiha, reclining in it. Yad'una fiha bifakihatin, calling in it bifakihatin, for fruits, kasiratin, in abundance, wa sharab, and drink. Wa indahum, and with them will be kasaratu tarfi, damsels with lowered gaze, atrab, of the same age. Haza matu aduna, this is what you have been promised, that is by Allah, liyawmil hisab, on the day of judgment. Inna haza la rizquna, and this is our provision. Allah is saying, this is our provision. Ma lahu min nafad, for which there will be no end. It will not be exhausted. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. I've chosen these verses today for some of the signs of Jannah. There are many other signs in other parts of the Quran of Jannah, but there are some of them which have been described here, and I would like to elaborate on them. At the beginning of the verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is a reminder. That means the Holy Quran. A reminder means something to ponder about and think over its contents. The Holy Quran should be read daily so that we do not forget Allah's commands. We keep reminding ourselves of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expects from us. We should stop reading the Quran blindly, because if we read the Quran without understanding, how will we be reminded of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, it's a goodly return to these gardens of paradise. And this goodly return is for the pious. Now, when do you return? You return to a place where you have been there before. We came from Jannah. Our father Adam alayhi salam was in Jannah. And then when he disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he was put to the earth. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him that from time to time guidance will come to mankind. And if they followed the guidance, they will be saved. And they were promised Jannah. That means a return to Jannah again. After going through the tests of this world, the gardens of Eden, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises for the pious, are eternal gardens. And Allah ta'ala says the doors will be open for them. That means they'll be admitted into them. They're not only promised, but they will be admitted into Jannah. Now, what will be they doing in Jannah after they have entered it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they'll be reclining there. Reclining means relaxing. In other parts of the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they'll be on thrones, they'll be on couches, and they will have pillows and carpets, and they'll be wearing silken garments and bracelets made of gold. These are the things which mankind hopes for and wishes in this world, and they work towards them. You see, when a person becomes rich, he goes for the luxuries. He goes for good clothes. He goes for ornamentation. Although gold is forbidden for men in this world, but allowed for the ladies. But we see those who are not Muslims, you see them wearing thick chains of golds as ornamentation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises his pious men in this world that they will get it in the next world. And then what else will they be doing in Jannah? They will be calling for fruits which will be available in abundance. And they will also have tasty drinks. In other parts of the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, This drink which they have in Jannah will not cause any headaches or intoxication. You see, when liquor is taken by people in this world in excess, you find they get intoxicated. They lose their rationality. They do not know what they are doing. They might even cross the limits and do absurd things. And then the next day they wake up with a severe headache, which is known as a hangover. This will not happen in Jannah. Allah Ta'ala also promises that there will be kasaratu tarfe. Kasaratu tarfe means maidens or damsels with lowered gaze, and they will be all of the same age. Many a times the non-Muslims make the Muslims a butt of jokes, saying that, oh, you'll get damsels in the next world. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not shy. When He says there'll be damsels attending to the pious, for there'll be no lewdness in Jannah. There'll be no sin in Jannah. And Allah Ta'ala will marry the pious to hurs who are chaste creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, pure, sinless. These are the things which men yearn for in this world. But they're shy to say that. Which man does not want to be married to a beautiful woman? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not shy away and say that if you obey my commands, if you behave in this world, I will give you what you desire in the next world. I'll give you drinks, I'll give you the beautiful clothes, beautiful houses, gardens, under which rivers flow, peace, serenity, goodwill. There'll be no evil talk, no cursing in Jannah. It will be a beautiful life. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised His muttaqeen, the pious, the God-fearing. It's not only enough to be God-fearing. Good actions are necessary also. It's not enough if you sit the whole day on a masalla and continue doing the zikr of Allah, but there are no actions with it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the other part of the Quran that good actions raise this zikr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to Arsh Allah, to His throne. So this is a few signs of the Jannah which I picked up today for our lesson. Inshallah, we'll be describing other signs as we come along in the other verses of the Quran. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us and guide us to achieve Jannatul Firdaus in the next world. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.